Hello friends, so welcome to the part 3 tutorial of making of a Squid Game in Scratch. So if you are new to this tutorial, please go through part 1 and part 2 first and come back here later. And for others, let's start. So we have already made our doll to rotate according to whether it is a red light or a green light. And then we have also made our cat sprite, which is controlled by the player according to the keyboard pressing the right arrow. And there are other two characters also, which are, we can call them the bot characters, which will move if it's a green light, and if it's a red light they will just stop. And if our player sprite or the cat sprite is moved in the red light, we also get a signal. So for now the cat will say just oops. And today we are going to make the animation that if the cat or the player sprite moves in the red light, it will just get eaten by guard sprite. So let's start. First of all, let's look at how much we have done up to now. So if I press the green flag, so first we have the red light, and then we can move in the green light. And if it's a red light, I'm not moving here, so it's a green light again. Now if it's a red light and if I moved, it says oops. So instead of saying oops, we will introduce a guard character here, and it will just hit the player character if it moves in the red light. Okay, so let's start. First of all, let's choose our guard sprite. For that, let's go to the choose a sprite option, and let's search our sprite. So it's here, the battery sprite, perfect for eating. So let's choose this character. Okay, this character is a little bit bigger, so let's make it smaller. So let's go to the events menu and then drag a when green flag click block. And after that we will just go to the looks menu and drag a set size block like this, and let's set the size of the sprite to 60%. So let's see. Okay, perfect for our game. Now let's drag this sprite near the bottom right corner like this. So this is the initial position of our battery sprite. So for that, let's go to the motions menu and drag a go to XY block below the set size block like this. So whenever our battery is somewhere else, if we click on the green flag, it will just go back to its initial position like this. Okay, our battery sprite is set. Okay, now let's go to the cat sprite, and here we can see if it is not a green light, then the cat will say oops. So instead of saying oops, we need to just broadcast something so that this battery sprite will know and just come to hit the cat. For that, let's just get rid of this say oops block, and we will just introduce another block. So for that, let's go to the events menu and drag a broadcast message 1 block inside the else block like this. So we will broadcast a message. So we just click on this option here, and we will just create a new message called CAUGST caught. Okay, so if the player sprite moves in the red light, then it will broadcast the message caught. So after that, let's go again back to the battery sprite, and now so let's go to the events menu and drag a when I receive caught message like this. So when I receive a caught message, so when the battery sprite receives this message caught, then it has to go towards the cat. For that, let's go to the motions block, and then there is a glide for 1 seconds to random position block here. Let's just drag it and attach it to the when I receive caught block, and select from the options here. So instead of random position, we will select the cat. So what happens is when the cat moves in the red light, it will just broadcast the message caught, and then in the battery sprite, if it receives the message caught, then it will glide towards the cat. So let's see if it works or not. So I click the green flag and it's a red flag now, red light. It's a green light, and then I will move in the red light. It's a red light. Okay, the batter goes towards the cat and it overlaps. Yeah, so let's just solve this problem. So it just goes near the cat and just it overlaps the cat. Instead of that, we want to make the position like this. Yeah, for that what we need is let's go to the motions block again, and there is something called change x by 10. We'll drag it below the glide block, and let's just change the x position by 70. So it will change its the batter's position from the cat's center to 70 distance. So let's see if it works or not. I click the green flag again, so it's a red light. Okay, it's a green light, I'm moving, and in the red light I will move. Yeah, okay, now it looks more like it. Yeah, the battery is in the position, ready position to hit the cat, and it's in the favorable distance. Okay, now another thing that we notice is that these guys also keep on moving, and this doll is also keep on rotating as it has been, the cat has been caught also. So I will show you again. If I click in the green flag, then it's a red light. Now it's a green light. Now it's a red light. I move. So the battery is already in the position to hit, but this doll and these things are moving. So let's stop them also. For that, so I will click on the stop, and to prevent these sprites from just moving around, let's do something. So this is the penguin sprite, so let's go to the penguin sprite. So here also we do the same thing. So we go to the events menu, and then we drag when I receive a caught message. So when it receives a caught message, then just stop the script. Yeah, because it has been caught, the cat has been already caught. For that, let's go to the controls menu and just go downwards, and there is something called stop all. So drag it and attach it to the when I receive caught message, and we are not going to stop everything. So let's select from the menu stop other scripts in sprite. So we will just stop this script that will prevent it from rotating. So let's see. So I click in the green flag. Now it's a red light, and the green light I moved, and in the red light I will move again. Yeah, so the battery is in position, and they have also stopped because I have stopped the script, this is script. Yeah, and that's good. Okay, now the batter goes towards the position of the cat. Now it's time for the batter to hit the cat. For that, we have to make some kind of animation. So let's see, let's go to the batter sprite again, and let's see its costumes. So here in the costume tab there are 4 costumes. Yeah, the first costume, second, third, and fourth. So we will just look through these costumes to make sure that the batter will hit the cat. For that, let's first of all let's make sure that the initial position of the batter should be, the costume of the batter should be the costume batter A. So to make that, let's go to the looks menu and just drag a switch costume block like this, and at first the batter's costume should be batter A. Yeah, okay, so this will just make sure that the batter is in the its initial costume like this. And after that, if it will glide towards the cat if it is caught, and then after that we have to make some kind of animation here. So for that, let's go to the controls menu and just drag a repeat block below the change x by 70, and then we will just loop 3 times, repeat something 3 times. So we are going to change the costume 3 times, yeah, because in the costumes tab we can look at here. So batter A will be in this position, and then we have to change through 1 time, 2 time, and 3 time. Okay, let's go back to the codes tab, and we have already repeated something 3 times. So what we are going to repeat is we are going to change the costume. For that, let's go to the looks menu and drag a next costume block inside the repeat block like this. And next one, let's go to the controls menu again and drag a weight block, and let's place it above the next costume block like this. And instead of waiting for 1 second, let's make it 0.2 seconds. Okay, now the animation is ready, I think. Let's see. So I click in the green flag, so it's a red light. Now the green light, and like the red light, I'll just press it. Okay, the animations looks good. Now the batter has done its animation. It's time for the cat to get hit. For that, we have to make the animation also for the cat one also. But if we look at the cat sprite, let's click on the cat sprite, and let's see its costumes. So it has only 2 costumes, yeah. So we have to make ourselves the other costumes for the cat getting hit, yeah. For that, let's just duplicate this costume. Okay, so this is the duplicate costume. So if the cat gets hit by the bat, then let's just rotate its head like this, rotate the hand also a little bit like this. Okay, so this is the first costume. Let's just duplicate this costume also, and let's just rotate more. Let's just rotate its arms more, bodies more, because it has been hit and hard. Okay, and let's just use other tools also. So first of all, let's paint with red because the blood is coming out from its body. Okay, here little bit of blood, here also in the head also, it has been hit in the head by the bat like this, yeah. And let's just use another color, the black color, for the eyes. So his eyes will be black like this. Okay, let's make the teeth also black, yeah. Okay, so that's it. Let's just duplicate this costume one more time, and click in the arrow and just let me just separate its head. Just this one, rotate separately this one, a little bit more, separate its arm like this. Okay, and more the red blood, just pick the color, more blood here. Like this. Oh god, it's so bloody. Okay, that's it. So we have got 5 costumes now, 3, 4 and 5. Yeah, so these will be used for walking and these will be used for the hit animation. Okay, let's go back to the codes, and now let's see if what happens. So as we have used the right arrow key and we have just used next costume block here, so there will be a difficulty in animation here. There will be some kind of mistake here. So let's see what kind of mistake it is. So if I click in the green flag and if I start moving the cat, it's a green flag, look at there. Yeah, so it just changes through all the costumes, so we need to prevent this. So for that, let's stop it and let's fix our code. So first, the cat is and the costume is different. Yeah, so we have to make sure that it's the costume at first is cat A. So let's go back to code and let's just make its initial costume to cat A. For that, let's go to the looks menu and there is a switch costume block. Just drag it below the go to XY block like this, and the first costume should be cat A always. Yeah, so when we click the green flag, so there it should be this costume, and next one is this code. So we have just used the next costume block, that's why we see the other costumes also, but we have to switch between only 2 costumes. So let's go back to the costume stance, only between cat A costume and cat B costume while walking. So to do that, let's go to the controls menu and then let's drag an if else block like this, and next one we have to drag something else. Let's go back to the looks menu and just go downwards, scroll downwards, and there is something called costume number. So we drag the costume number here, and then let's go back to let's go to the operators menu and drag a equals to operator, and then drag costume number inside one of the operators like this, one of the place, and the costume number, we will check the costume number to 1 if the costume number is equal to 1 or not, like this, and then drag this whole operator inside the if block like this. So the costume number, so let me show you what is the costume number. So if I go to the costumes tab here, so this is the costume number, this is the costume number 1, this is the costume number 2. So let's go back to the codes. So if it is the costume number is 1, then we switch the costume to costume number 2, this one. So the costume number 2 is cat B costume. So let's go back to the code, and if it is a costume number is 1, then let's go to the looks menu and change the costume to costume number 2. For that, let's just drag the switch costume here like this and just select the costume B, and if it's not a costume number 1, then it should be costume number A. Let's again drag the switch costume block in the else also, and this time we will select costume A. So this code will just make the cat switch between only 2 costumes, that cat A costume and cat B costume. So let's just replace this next costume block. Let's just delete it, and let me just duplicate this block also. Okay, now let's just drag this inside the first if block, and this another if block, we have to replace this one also. So let me just separate it, delete the next costume block, and instead of next costume block we will use this if block, and then at last this broadcast code like this. And now our cat will walk as it was before. So let's see. So I'll press the green flag. It's a red light, and now it's a green light. So it just switches between two costumes only. Yeah. And now the another animation. So let's see. I click the green flag, it's a red light, green light, walking, and it's a red light, it is caught. Then the batter has already swinged it bat. Now it's time for make the animation of this cat being hit. So for that, let's start. We also check the same thing. So it will broadcast the caught message. Then here we will also do the same thing. So let's go to the events menu and drag a when I receive caught block like this. So if it receives a caught block, then first of all let's go to the controls menu and just wait for 1 seconds. So why do I wait for 1 seconds? Because the batter takes 1 seconds to glide towards the cat. Yeah. So let's go back to the cat sprite and let's just not wait for 1 second. Let's wait for 1.2 seconds because the batter will also change its costume. Yeah. It will change its costume within 0.2 seconds. For that I have just used 1.2 seconds for the animation. And after that we'll just switch its costume, the cat's costume. For that let's go to the looks menu and then drag a switch costume block like this. So the first costume is cat B2 costume, so it will switch to this costume. After that let's go to controls menu and just drag a wait block like this for 0.2 seconds. We'll wait for 0.2 seconds. After that let's go back to looks menu and switch costume again, and this time we'll switch the costume to cat B3. Go back to the controls menu, drag a wait block like this, wait for 0.2 seconds, and finally go back to the looks menu again and drag a switch costume block and switch the costume to cat B4. So that's for the cat being hit animation. Let's see if it works or not. So I click in the green flag. Now it's a red light, green light. I'm going. Okay, red light, it's been caught and the cat has been hit. So that's how we make the animation. So that is this much for today. If I want to make another part for just adding the sound effects and other things, so I'll make the part 4. So for now, thank you guys for watching and see you in the next part.